What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. There's a question that everyone has always been asking me. What do I use to wash my truck when it's this dirty? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a cool product that we have here today. A big thanks to Tacklife. You want to explain what we have here?
Today we have a gas pressure washer, and it's a 3300 psi. So it's going to practically take off anything and everything, and hopefully not the paint.
Exactly. There's a couple multiple ways that you can take off dirt like this. Of course, there's your water hose that will probably not do anything at all, honestly, when it's like this. You got the electric ones, which, yeah, they'll probably do some, but you have to kind of take your time on it. And then, like I said, today we have this awesome one that we're going to go ahead and try out and review. We'll go ahead and explain to you guys if it's worth it.
So with this pressure washer, there is a little bit of assembly, which it's not a big deal. For the most part, it's already installed. We do have our user manual and then all the parts inside the box. We got a funnel here to put the oil in. It does not come with oil, so you'll have to put some in. It takes 10W30.
This part is going to be super crucial. You want to go ahead and make sure to connect it correctly. Once you do, you want to go ahead and let the water run through. Yeah. You want to explain why?
You got to bleed the system of all the air, because you can potentially harm the motor. The pump itself with no water in it, because it's kind of like lubrication for it.
So like we stated, right now we're just going to let the air bleed through. You want to make sure that's something crucial. We just attached one of the attachments right now just to kind of see if there's air in the system. If there was air in the system, the water would be skipping and you'd hear like bubbling, I guess you can say. I think we're good now, but you want to let this run for a couple seconds before you start the engine. Let's go ahead and get to the next step. So what are you doing?
It's a white. It's a black. Touching the tip.
This a green right here.
These are just the different angle tips for the pressure washer. Red is 0, so it's pretty much going to be the strongest tip, and then you got your different angles, and then the black is for when you're using your soap. It's just, I don't know.
We'll get to this one in a minute. Once we show you guys how powerful this bad boy is, we'll show you what this cool thing does. But as for now, these attachments do come included. So just letting you guys know, which is pretty cool.
Another thing we found out is when you're putting the wheels on, you got to actually spin the pipes for the push buttons to pop out in here. We found out the hard way, it wasn't in there and the wheel fell off. So just when you put them on, make sure the buttons are in there. So there's an on-off switch for the gas right here. So you need to set that on to on. You need the gas light symbol to be on as well, even though it's not for the gas. And then you need your choke on.
As you can tell, we did only do a small little section of it. Now that we showed you guys just the power of it, after we finish up the truck, we'll go ahead and give you guys an in-depth review if you guys should buy it or not. As of right now, something that I did want to mention to you guys, the cool thing about having a pressure washer like this is pretty much having a foam cannon and just letting it rip with some soap. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to install the foam cannon really quick, and then we'll go ahead and show you just how cool it really looks and how much easier it's going to be to wash your truck, car, or SUV, whatever you have. Let's get to it. Alright, so before we get the foam cannon all installed and everything like that, I just wanted to let you guys know, you guys can put soap in here. I'm not going to do that. I kind of like the foam cannon look a lot better, and I feel it washes the vehicle a lot better as well. So right now, this is actually an extra attachment. So if you guys do have a pressure washer or are thinking of getting a pressure washer, this is something cool to pick up, and you'll see why right now. The soap we are putting into this foam cannon is going to be the one from Chemical Guys. If you guys do want the soap, it's going to be in the description box below. It's good if you guys have mud all over your truck or vehicle. Let's get to it. Alright, so now that you guys saw it with the foam cannon, with the pressure washer, with the water hose, you're going to be wasting a lot more water. It's going to take more of your time. That's one thing about having a pressure washer. It's going to be a lot faster. If you guys do want to see a full in-depth video on a gas pressure washer versus an electric pressure washer versus just a regular hose wash with of course, like say like an Adams Polishes kit, if you guys have seen my previous video on that. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section below. So I'm gonna ask him, because for me, I'm gonna say it's badass. I'm gonna go ahead and ask Ben's tech, see what he really thinks about it, see if it's worth it or not. Because like I said, if I say it, I'm gonna say it's cool. So what do you think?
I guess for the application, this is not a microphone. For the application, it's not bad. It's taking all the mud off, and which it's supposed to do. If you have a dirty driveway, it takes the oil spots off pretty well. I personally have an electric washer. It works well for me. I don't off-road. It's quiet. I'm in a quiet neighborhood, so it works great. This is pretty loud, but for the pressure and for what the application is, I think it actually works for what it's meant to be.
Keep that in mind. It is a little bit more on the louder side, but also keep in mind it is a gas one, and it's a pretty strong one. It's 3,300 psi. So careful when you do use it. If you go too close to the paint, you could chip it off. So that's one thing you got to do, watch out for these gas ones. And it looks awesome. You guys saw it in the beginning of the video how cool it looks. It should last a long time. It's a pretty good one. Back to the mic to you. Any more thoughts?
Some of the upsides I do notice is that when they gave it to you, they gave you this little nozzle cleaner. I've never seen one come with one before. You've always had to buy them. That's great for cleaning out the nozzles from the hard water deposit or whatever else is going through your pipes. So that's actually pretty well. The other thing I like is that it's simple installation. It comes together real quick.
Nothing too hard, and if you don't know yourself, I mean, you could always read the instructions. Yeah, it doesn't come with oil, so make sure you have oil handy. 10W30, you said? 10W30, and then of course used gas 87. A cool attachment to buy if you guys do end up getting this Tacklife pressure washer. A cool attachment is get the foam cannon, so that way you guys can play around like we just did. It looks cool. It helps you wash the truck a lot faster, or car, or whatever you're washing. It throws out the soap, you know, and yeah. What else?
Clean my driveway.
Yeah, that's what we're doing next, so stay tuned. All I have left now is, of course, to dry it, but as you can tell, it cleaned it. It looks nice and flawless. I do want to show you all the residue. So as you can tell, that's how much the foam cannon does drop. So like I said, it's a good combination to get the foam cannon with the actual pressure washer from Tacklife. Here's all the mud, dirt, and probably most of it did go into the sewer already, which is probably not a good thing, but anyways. But yeah, as you can tell, that's the aftermath. So up next, we're going to show you just how good this thing cleans your driveway. If you have stains, if you have a lot of mud like this or anything like that, that's what we're doing next. This is how to solve it. And there you go, just like that. So if you guys do want to go ahead and purchase your Tacklife pressure washer, like we said, we do recommend it. Just the downside, you guys heard us on the downsides of it, but it's not really nothing big. But if you guys do want to go ahead and purchase it, it will be in the description box below. Highly recommended.
I think so. Like I said, especially if you're off-roading all the time, it takes the mud off with ease. So it's something, if you're trying to go off-roading, come home, and then go on a date or something, you can clean the truck real quick.
Yeah, it honestly only took us a couple minutes, and it only took a couple minutes to clean the driveway, maybe less than 5 minutes, huh?
Yeah,
if that.
With all the mud that was on it, it took it right off.
Mud and a couple like oil stains, but I mean, yeah, if you guys do want it, there it is. Yeah. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.